February 13th, 2017, a day that began like any other in the small town of Delphi, Indiana. Two young girls, Abigail Williams and Liberty German, set out for an afternoon hike on the Monon High Bridge Trail. They laughed, they joked, they walked hand in hand, blissfully unaware that this day would become their last. They never returned. What followed was a haunting mystery, a story that would grip the nation, a case that would remain unsolved for over 5 long years. Families desperate for answers, friends searching for clues, a community haunted by questions, and by the silence that followed, until a single piece of evidence, captured on a smartphone, would change everything. This is the story of how Snapchat footage caught a killer, and how the Delphi murders were finally solved. Abby and Libby, best friends, inseparable, full of life, adventurous in every sense. On that fateful day, they were dropped off by Libby's sister at the Monon High Bridge Trail. Libby, always the careful one, snapped a photo of Abby walking ahead. It was 2:07 p.m. That was the last time anyone would see her alive. Hours passed. They did not return. Their absence immediately raised alarms. Libby's father, worried, began searching. Neighbors and volunteers joined, combing the trail, calling out their names. But the woods, silent, offered no answer. And then, the unthinkable. Their bodies were discovered near Deer Creek, just off the trail. The community, shattered. 2 young lives, taken far too soon. The question hung over Delphi like a dark cloud. Who could commit such a brutal, heinous act? Law enforcement worked tirelessly, but the trail seemed to go cold. Grainy images, surveillance footage, vague leads, and then a breakthrough. An image of a man, seen on the bridge, dubbed the Bridge Guy, and an audio recording, chilling, terrifying, the suspect's voice whispering, "Down the hill." It was from Libby's smartphone. Her bravery, her presence of mind, had captured the first real clue in the case. She had documented the moment, and unwittingly, held the key to solving a crime that would haunt Indiana for years. Despite these early leads, the investigation stalled. The suspect remained at large. Tips trickled in. Many led nowhere. The case grew cold. Hope began to fade. But detectives, committed, relentless, never gave up. They pored over every piece of evidence, every image, every recording, every tip, searching, analyzing, waiting for the moment when justice could be served. Then, in 2022, a misfiled tip reignited the investigation. A volunteer clerk noticed something overlooked, a lead pointing to Richard Allen, a local pharmacy technician. He had been on the trail the day of the murders. He had seen the girls. Allen became the person of interest. The investigation intensified. Police discovered a link, a web of evidence connecting him to the crime. Allen was arrested, charged with the murders. The evidence against him, overwhelming, undeniable. An unspent .40 caliber bullet found at the scene matched a gun registered to Allen. Witnesses came forward, reporting seeing a man matching his description near the bridge, and perhaps most damning, his own confessions, recorded during jailhouse phone calls. The puzzle pieces falling into place, the nightmare finally coming to an end. The trial began in October 2024, a courtroom filled with tension, anticipation, grief. Prosecutors laid out the evidence, the video from Libby's phone, capturing the killer in action, the bullet linking Allen to the crime, and the confessions, chilling, undeniable. The defense attempted to argue that the statements were made under duress, but the evidence, painstakingly collected, was too strong, too complete. Emotions ran high. Family members of Abby and Libby testified. They spoke of the girls, their innocence, their dreams, their laughter. The community listened, hearts heavy, longing for justice. And then, the moment of reckoning. On November 11th, 2024, the jury returned their verdict. Guilty on all counts. Richard Allen, convicted of 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of felony murder. On December 20th, 2024, he was sentenced to 130 years in prison without the possibility of parole. For the families of Abby and Libby, finally, justice. But the scars of that day would never fully heal. The pain, the loss, the questions would linger forever. The Delphi murders case stands as a testament to the power of technology, to the resilience of a community. Libby German's quick thinking, her bravery, provided the crucial evidence, the piece that cracked the case. Her legacy, a reminder of vigilance, courage, and the importance of never giving up. Abigail Williams and Liberty German were more than just victims. They were daughters, sisters, friends. Their story, a heartbreaking tragedy, but also a story of hope, of justice, and of truth prevailing. The Delphi murders case may have been solved, but the impact continues to resonate. It serves as a reminder that even in the darkest times, truth, justice, and courage can prevail. If you found this story compelling, please subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analyses of real-life mysteries